Hey everybody, what's up? Nate Great 321 back again with another video. And it's been a little while since I made a video. I wanted to make this particular video for a while. I just kept pushing it off for whatever reason, work and school. I haven't had a lot of time to do stuff like this, so finally sitting down, taking the time to do this. Not to mention two other guys that I can think of made videos on the same subject, so that's kind of pushing me to, get mine out there if they already did theirs. First would be Gamester81, who did his Game & Watch video. He covered a bunch of different kinds of them and some other tabletop LCD games, and yeah, that was a cool video. And another guy too, kind of a newcomer on YouTube. He's got like 4 videos and 17 subscribers, including myself. It's got a lot of potential though, so I want you guys to check him out. His name's GamerBoyGU82. Gonna link him over there. He did a video on his Game & Watch game, Safe Buster. Looked pretty interesting. He has, a couple other stuff video game related, so check him out. Yeah, anyway. So I wanted to show you the one I got a couple weeks ago at my game store, and that would be Donkey Kong. It's a multi-screen version. I don't think Gamester showed off one of these kinds. I can't remember, but this is the one I got. It says Donkey Kong right there. Game & Watch, multi-screen. This is the first one I've ever seen. I've never seen one of these in person, and I thought they were just kind of rare and obscure, but I mean, it turns out they're actually really popular during their time. And there were 10 variations of the Game & Watch, this multi-screen being one of them, and it adds up to about 60 different Game & Watch games in total, and they ran from 1980, I got notes here, 1980 to 1991. So I mean, right up until the point where the Game Boy really peaked in its popularity. I guess they decided to pull the plug on these, but they're pretty cool actually. I mean, they remind you a lot of the kind of Tiger Electronics, those kind of cheap games. But I mean, for the time, these things have got to be the most entertaining portable gaming you could find. I mean, it's probably the only one I can think of throughout the 80s. But anyway, like I said, they're vastly popular, and they were created by the designer of the Game Boy and the Virtual Boy, Gunpei Yokoi. So we can let him off the hook for this, but he designed the Game Boy and all that, and he's also responsible for the designs of the Game & Watch series. Now, this specific multi-screen variant, ran from 1982 to 1989, and most of them, from what I've seen, are based on Nintendo Arcade or NES games. I mean, I think there's a Zelda one, there's a Donkey Kong Jr. one, there's a Mario Brothers one, there's a bunch of different kinds like that. So that's what the outside looks like. Back, you got your battery cover right there. It takes 2 little kind of small watch batteries. I forgot the kind. It's LR44 or SR44, whatever. But yeah, model DK52, Nintendo, copyright 1982, and you can see the price I got it for. $2.95. That's pretty cool. The game store didn't have any way of testing it, so I guess they probably did it for that price. And the front plate isn't attached well, so I just got to kind of super glue that. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at this and look at some gameplay. Alright, so I realized in the other video that I didn't really show this whole thing that well, because I still don't have any good idea of how high I have to put stuff up, when I'm facing the camera. So that's a look at the front if you didn't see it before, and the back, just the kind of copyright info there, battery cover on the side. Yep. So let's go ahead and open this up, try to get some gameplay here, and hopefully I can do this without getting too much glare and stuff. But this design obviously is going to look familiar to a lot of you. I mean, it's a Nintendo DS basically. And the design of the DS, I would have to assume is based off this. I guess I don't know 100% if they took it, but, it's pretty obvious. So, you got 3 options on the side, Game A, Game B, and Time. Time is what it's at now. I don't know how to set the time, so it's 6:13 in the morning, apparently, but it's not. And it kind of runs this attract mode when it's on time. Game A and Game B. Game B is just a harder version of Game A. And you got your action button, which is jump for this game, D-pad, and yeah, so let's see. We got your character starts down here and is to move up here, avoiding these barrels and that little thinger along the way, climb the ladder. All the while, he's tossing barrels down at you, and then you have to end up at this little lever, pull the lever, this crane moves, you jump on the little hook there, and that brings you up here. So it's actually a, complicated game for a little LCD game, and it's got stuff going simultaneously on 2 screens, so I mean, for its time, that's a pretty cool technological achievement there. So let's see if we can capture some gameplay for you. Alright. I'm playing game A, by the way. I haven't tried game B yet. There. Ah, I missed the jump. I don't know if you saw that. I'm getting some reflection here. Some glare. Ah. He's just sitting there. Alright, I gotta do the switch again now. Come on. I pressed forward without jumping. Right, this is a bad demonstration here. And if you jump when you're below those little kind of red girder things, you'll hit your head and die. So that's why I have to wait till these open spots to jump. In case you were wondering. Oh, he dropped the barrel right on me. So yeah, that was pretty terrible. 10 points. Wow. Awful. But pretty cool game. It's fun in little chunks. I mean, you're not going to be able to sit down with this thing for probably more than half an hour and find any fun. But, every once in a while, cool to pick up. And I forgot to mention, too, unless you count that Virtual Boy, this is the first handheld I've bought in, 11 years. I think the Game Boy Color, whenever that came out, 98, 97, something like that, I got that. But, I mean, besides the Virtual Boy, that's the last handheld I ever got. And they never really got into them. But, yeah. So, yeah. No, cover came off. That's upside down. That's Donkey Kong Game & Watch. And yeah, so for now, this is Nate Gray 321. Signing out.